Continuing our Marvel coverage, today we're going to talk about Thor, Love and Thunder, also Black Panther 2, also the Necrosword, which is linked to all the symbiotes, it's linked to Thor, Love and Thunder, it's linked to pretty much everything in the Eternals, and we're going to go over a bunch of Marvel content today. This video is not focused around Doctor Strange 2. I know some people are getting a little bit annoyed, but let's be honest guys, it's the hottest property Marvel's got, and it is the next movie coming out. So, yo, what is good YouTube, Warstu here. If you are new around here, please make sure to subscribe, comment, share, like, dislike the video. It really helps push the video and push the channel into the algorithm, and it will be much appreciated. And also, if you could check us out on Instagram at Warstu if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, and also check us out on Twitter, WarstuG over there. So we know Christian Bale is playing the main villain of Thor Love and Thunder, but is he really the main villain? Is he really? So spoilers, you've been warned. So in the MCU version, the interpretation that we think it will be is Gorr is an alien race who was slaughtered by Hela. He blames the Asgardians. After years of searching, retrieves the Necrosword to wipe everyone out. As we know, this movie is called Thor Love and Thunder, but realistically it should be called Fury of the Gods, which is what Shazam 2 is called. But Shazam 2 is really about the main star finding a girlfriend and having a romantic relationship. So really this movie should be Thor Fury of the Gods, not Thor Love and Thunder. Shazam 2 should be Love and Thunder. So is Gorr the God Butcher the real villain? What do you want about? Well, the Necrosword. When the Necrosword is in play, is he really the main villain? So Knull is the god of the symbiotes, and he essentially controls the Necrosword. All black bends to Knull's will. So in the end, it doesn't really matter who wields it, regardless of what their purpose they used it for. All black serves Knull. All hosts serve Knull. Those stem from Knull's influence. The blade thirsts for divine blood. That's because Knull created it to kill deities. Despite how cool all black is, no good can come from the prolonged use of the weapon. So the reason I'm saying is Gorr the God Butcher really the villain is because when the Necrosword is in play, Knull comes out to play. And what is also interesting is the post-credit scene for Venom, Let There Be Carnage, pretty much confirmed that Knull exists and Knull will be coming in some capacity. A deleted Venom 2 scene would have introduced the symbiote god known as Knull. So I guess you could say Venom 2 does have some tie-in with Thor Love and Thunder, which is fascinating. The primal symbiote was created by Knull, a deity who existed before the Big Bang, who very much loved his world of the darkness. Carnage's plans later, as we've seen in Riot in 2018, lines up with Knull's destroying any life forms that are not symbiotes. Venom fans have been waiting for Knull's introduction. Going from the deleted scene, it is obvious that at some point Carnage had Knull's subplot, but they got it scrapped. And also the post-credit scene for Venom 2, where it talks about millions and million years ago, and the Spider-Man No Way Home stuff, when you actually hear the Venom symbiote going, that guy, tapping into the knowledge from years and years ago. So much so that when the Celestials came about and began populating the universe, Knull made it his mission to take them down. So one way or another, Knull is going to come. So I question, like I questioned if Wanda Maximoff is really the villain of Doctor Strange 2, because I really think someone is controlling the Dark Hold and is making her do stuff. Christian Bale's version of Gorr the God Butcher, he's wielding the Necrosword. Realistically, we all know that Knull is gonna come at some point, and I thought I'd just mention this because there has been some unofficial rumors going around, but some people don't like to vet information before they start talking about it. So there is a fake rumor going around, and what is interesting is the actual alleged source for said information clapped back and said it was fake, which I find interesting because a lot of people that do this kind of stuff, they don't vet information. They see a story on Twitter sphere and they run with it. So it said, according to insider Daniel Rickman, Sony Pictures is developing a film where 3 Spider-Man will face Knull, the god of this symbiote. This is confirmed. We will see Toby, Andrew, Tom Holland battle an army of symbiotes, which would include Venom and Carnage. And Mr. Daniel Rickman said, no, that's fake. This is why I always say take my videos, anyone else's videos, especially TikTok content, because that's just ripped off YouTube, and Instagram Reels, it's all ripped off YouTube. So just be very careful. So I wanted to tie Knull into this video, obviously because the Necrosword is being used in Thor Love and Thunder. So is Knull behind it? I really hope we do get the god of the symbiotes. He's actually one of the strongest strongest beings in the whole of the Marvel comic book universe, I guess you could say. Why did I say I guess you could say? Because Knull's actually not been introduced formally in the MCU. But Knull is the god of darkness, the creator of the symbiote, born from the void that existed between the 6th and the 7th cosmos. Knull claims dominance over the void to be its avatar, but while he is a god of the void, he is not the primordial darkness itself. Awakened by the light when the Celestials invaded his kingdom of darkness, he created the first symbiote in the form of the sword and decapitated a Celestial. He used the head as divine's power to redefine the blade, creating a metaphysical connection between primordial symbiote and the Stain cosmic god, which would be the source of most of Knull's tremendous power. So Knull is just a freaking badass that's gone up against absolutely everyone. He also has ties to Gorr the God Butcherer, so Knull could, he could creep up in this movie. We've had a deleted scene, Eddie Brock Carnage, kind of did hint at Knull's power and Knull coming, so I thought I'd tie it to this video. He's had many reigns of terrors. He's even had battles and meetings and influences and conflictions with Galactus, even Ego the Living Planet, and many, many more. So whenever Knull does come, he's gonna be a freaking savage, absolute savage. And many people have wielded the Necrosword, including King Loki himself. Hela had some kind of variants of it in the MCU. Technically, I guess you could say Thor wielded it and learnt its true name. So it does have a massive part in the Marvel comic book universe, at least. And if the rumors are true, it will be introduced in Thor Love and Thunder, and that is why I found it interesting to put in this video. So Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever honors the late Chadwick Boseman. People will be excited about it, but for some strange reason, people seem to think that it is gonna disrespect Chadwick Boseman, which it won't. Black Panther 2 is currently slated to premiere November 2022, over 2 years after Boseman tragically passed away. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they tackle Wakanda Forever. Who becomes the next Black Panther? Is it really going to be M'Baku? Because Shuri can't handle it. As we know, M'Baku, the actor that plays M'Baku, has had a massive extension to his contract and also a massive pay increase. So a major Black Panther character has been cast for Thor Love and Thunder. Now this does make sense because Gorr the God Butcherer is called the God Butcherer, so he has to butcher gods and goddesses, which is interesting. So a new report suggests Thor Love and Thunder will feature a goddess from the Wakandan mythology. According to Cosmic Circus, I've never heard of them, the goddess face will appear in the Norse god of Thunder's next chapter as the warrior Panther goddess. She is the one who led the first Wakandian to the heart-shaped herb, allowing them to become the first Black Panther. She will reportedly be portrayed by the original actress who recently starred in a Netflix show called Minstrel Clickbait. Bast was first mentioned in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by T'Challa in Captain America Civil War, along with fellow Wakandian goddess. She was later depleted briefly in Black Panther and appeared in a statue form in Eternals. In the comics, she is also the half-sister of the Moon God, who is set to play a large part in Moon Knight. So it's pretty evident, if reports are true, that Bast won't be the only new god appearing in Thor Love and Thunder, as actor Russel Crowe is set to appear as the sky and thunder god Zeus himself, making him the Greek parallel to Chris Hemsworth Thor. So it's fair to say that Gorr the God Butcherer is going to use the Necrosword, take out all these gods, and maybe hopefully we get some connection to Knull, the god of the symbiotes. But I don't know legally who owns Knull, if it's Sony, if it's Marvel, because it's connected to the symbiotes. I don't know legally who owns the rights to the movie rights, at least, of Knull. So I think it's fascinating that we are getting more people. So Zeus and Bast is pretty much gonna die by Gorr the God Butcherer because he blames everyone, the Asgardians, the gods, for basically trapping him. So it is fascinating. Let me know down below, guys. Do you want Knull to come in some form? I really think they should introduce him at some point. It is a shame that the rumor going around that was started from no one, apparently started from Daniel Rickman, but he debunked it, about the 3 Spider-Men having a movie based on taking out Knull. But Knull's a freaking savage, though. I mean, I don't know too much about Knull's backstory, but how the hell could Spider-Man take out him when he's like OP cosmic level threat? Also, in the news, it's worth noting that I can't vet this information. I just think it's interesting to go over what the Twitter sphere wannabe scoopers are saying. So, this was said by Moth Culture. The Fantastic Four will eventually recruit Superior Iron Man for Secret Wars. Now, what I find interesting about Secret Wars is everything leads to Secret Wars. We know this, but all these Twitter people keep saying stuff like this. So Superior Iron Man is supposed to have a one-off role in Doctor Strange 2, but this says they're going to recruit Superior Iron Man Tom Cruise for Secret Wars, and all these Twitter influencers, if you like, are talking about it like Secret Wars is factually happening, even though Marvel themselves hasn't even acknowledged it, that Secret Wars is even happening. Now, the next one is even more wild, and it has been thrown out there before. Essentially, they put it as rumor, so this is actually made up. Daniel Radcliffe to cameo as X-Force Wolverine in Doctor Strange 2. You're just throwing stuff at wall. Now, the replies to this are actually quite funny. The replies are like, you just put in rumors so you can say anything, so just in case it's not right, you can just put rumor. Welcome to the internet, lad. Welcome to the freaking internet. Although I do like to go over moth cultures like tidbits and stuff like that, we can never know if this is true, but Daniel Radcliffe was rumored to be coming as Wolverine a long time ago. It's the same rumor that keeps reoccurring every few months, and it is fascinating. So there's another rumor. Kraven the Hunter could reference Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man as the prey Kraven failed to hunt, which drove him into exile. I just feel like that's made up. As we know, Aaron Taylor Johnson is Kraven the Hunter, and the comments to this are quite funny. Someone's like, bro, there was no mention of him trying to hunt in Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3 where Kraven appeared. Do your research before you learn about Kraven in the Raimi universe. Then someone's like, I don't know if you've seen Spider-Man No Way Home, but when Tobey got stabbed by the Goblin, Andrew asked if he was okay, and Tobey said, don't worry, I've been stabbed before. So they could indicate that maybe Kraven exists after the events of Spider-Man 3. Still speculation at this point. So what I think's going on here is people are just throwing Tobey, Andrew, and Warstu into absolutely everything. How about a standalone Kraven Last Hunt where they bring back Tobey Maguire and Sammy Raimi? Maybe. And then the source is like, trust me, bro. I probably won't include this part in the title of the video. I just thought it's worth saying because I do find it interesting to go over these speculation tweets. Let's be honest, all these super duper Twitter scoopers, they're 99% speculation. The other 1% Reddit, Twitter, 4chan, or maybe they've actually got a source. So like always, guys, let me know what you think about this video. Do you think the Necrosword is going to introduce Knull into the MCU and Knull is going to be some kind of big bad down the road-ish? Maybe? And do you think Knull is the real villain of Thor Love and Thunder and it's not actually Gorr the God Butcherer? Because you never know, we could get a post-credit scene. The post-credit scene for Venom Let There Be Carnage did hint at the god of the symbiotes. I don't know. I'm just spitballing now. I do find it very fascinating, guys. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Also check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. Make sure to share this video everywhere so it grows. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button, comment 500 times. Tell everyone you can. Thank you very much, guys, for spending a moment of your day with me. If you've made it this far, hashtag Team Warstu. And I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.